Hello and welcome to the Ilene Silverman Show. I'm your host Ilene, and on this week's program, we celebrate the 10th anniversary season of Voices Rising Community Chorus with guests from Gainesville's only intergenerational chorus, sharing their history, upcoming performances, and how you can be a part of Voices Rising Community Chorus. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us for our show. I'm delighted to introduce my guest, Ruth Lewis, Artistic Director, Conductor, Voices Rising Community Chorus, and Laura Tomley, President of Voices Rising Board of Directors and a member since 2018?
2018, yes.
It's wonderful to have you both here, and particularly you, Ruth. And think back, the year you were joining, we featured Voices Rising on an Ilene Silverman show.
Yes, I remember it. Thank you so much for having us back.
Certainly. I've been looking forward to this opportunity, and we're honored that that show is still on our website, and this one will be. But in between that show and now, a lot has happened, and who would guess we'd have a pandemic and, things would grind to a halt in a way. So I congratulate you on coming back and celebrating your 10th anniversary season.
Yes.
And that's wonderful.
It's almost unreal to us that it's been 10 years since we
I
started.
know. So take us back to that beginning and give us a sense of history.
The fall of 2013 is when we were founded. A group of 8 people met all summer, every single Friday morning, to try to figure out just how we could form a community chorus. It was a group of people who had previously sung with me in church choirs and wanted to have a community chorus. And when they asked me, I was already aware that we had a Gainesville Civic Chorus for adults in Gainesville. We had a Gainesville Youth Chorus. There's barbershop choruses for men and women. There's many church choirs. And I thought, well, if I'm going to do a community chorus, I want to do something different.
Yes.
And I had always enjoyed combining my children and adult choirs. So I thought I would do an intergenerational chorus, an opportunity for families to come together and sing. So after meeting all summer, we finally found a place to rehearse and got all our paperwork done. And we had 2 weeks to publicize this.
Okay.
To let everybody know. And I was so hopeful that we would have at least 30 people. Well, at that very first registration day, 72 people showed up.
I love this part of the history. I know you shared that on the first show, but it's overwhelming. It shows you were right. There was a need.
Yes.
And people wanted the intergenerational chorus that you have provided.
And the chorus did gradually grow until the spring of 2020. We had over 120 singers registered. And then, as you said, the pandemic hit. Everything was shut down.
COVID-19.
Of course, we thought we would be doing our spring concert a couple months later, or the next fall, or the next spring. But it wasn't until the spring of 2022 that we dared to come back in person and sing. But during those 2 years, we kept the chorus alive. We did some virtual chorus pieces. We had Zoom social gatherings. We did 4 different variety shows on Zoom, people getting out their guitars or playing the piano or the violin in their homes and doing it for each other. So we managed to stay a community because that was always so important.
That is, yes.
It's community.
It's in your
aspect.
name. Yes.
Yes, in our name.
It is. And Laura, what drew you to Voices Rising? What made you seek them out?
Well, I taught school for 30 years, and then when I retired, it was time for me to start pursuing some of my own passions. And so I took up ballroom dancing.
Yes.
And I
Good for you.
also took voice lessons. And while I was taking voice lessons, my teacher suggested that I try out for Voices Rising, and I had never heard of them before.
Right.
And so I went, and that was in 2018, and here we are. Great decision.
Yes, you're right. And you have coming up, we're about to take a quick break, but coming up in December, tell us you have your holiday concert.
We have our holiday concert on Friday, December 15th, 7:30, First United Methodist Church downtown. And here's a spoiler alert. We're collecting pink flamingos and feather boas.
Oh, I'm so glad you've told me that. Thank you. Now I can get
Hope
ready.
you come.
Appreciate it. And thank you both. We're going to take a quick break. We have much more to discuss. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back talking about Voices Rising Community Chorus, and I'm pleased to introduce my guests, Jim Sullivan, longtime member, setup coordinator, webmaster, and Skylar Helms, youth chorus member. And it's wonderful to have you, Skylar, and Jim join us and to find out more about Voices Rising. And as I said, you're a longtime member, and then Skylar, you just joined when?
2022.
Okay, and there's something very special about you joining this choir, and that is that there's another member of your family that was already singing. Tell me about that.
She joined in 2013.
Right, early on, and that's your great aunt. Oh, what a great opportunity to sing together. Oh, wait, remind me, what age are you?
I'm 8 years old.
Okay, and you're third grade. I loved third grade. And where do you go to school?
Hidden Oak Elementary.
Okay. Jim, I don't ask your age, so don't worry
Thank
about
you
that.
very much. I appreciate that.
But what drew you to Voices Rising?
The man who introduced my mother and father knew Ruth and sang bass with her. And he told me, well, we need tenors, and don't worry, there'll be other tenors there, and don't worry, it'll be easy. And I showed up at the first rehearsal, and there were no other tenors there, and it was
Okay,
not
well,
very easy.
And it wasn't easy.
But
You hung
I
in.
did fall in love with Ruth Lewis at that moment musically, and our musical relationship began at that point. And have sung, in every concert that we've done, and
What a wonderful
and even one show
history.
just before that. So I wasn't there at the very beginning for the planning, but I was there on day one.
Well, yes. So for this 10th anniversary, this celebration, you can really look back and think about all those concerts and the progression of how you've moved forward.
It's really pretty amazing.
It is.
All of the people that have come through the chorus, and then some of us, who have stayed over the years. And there's an opportunity to join on January 7th, I believe.
Yes,
We're
on a
going to have
Sunday,
new
your
singer
next-
registration.
Right.
So if people interested can go to our website and figure out how to join.
And that is, as we said, for all ages. Well, it was, I think, 8 years old and up, but then again,
I think it was even 9
We
and
moved
up to
it
begin-
down
right,
to 7.
But Ruth
Age
will
7.
make
Exceptions,
exceptions,
yes.
and she has made some key exceptions, and we've had some very talented young people come up to the
Yes,
chorus.
and one of them is sitting right here. is
Yes,
Skylar.
and-
So, yes, tell me about what took place at the last concert, the 10th anniversary concert, the Broadway concert, or maybe Jim will tell me for you.
Well, you had that was your first solo, right? And how many people do you think you were in front of?
Like 400.
Whoa.
And
Were
what-
you nervous?
Yes.
Okay.
What part were you singing?
I was singing Over the Rainbow.
The Judy Garland song from The Wizard of Oz. Oh, what a special opportunity for you. Your great aunt, your family, everybody, were they well, your great aunt was singing, but they must have been so excited. Did you tell people in school? Do you tell them what you're doing?
Yeah.
How you sing with Voices Rising, a community chorus?
Yes.
Oh,
Did
what
you know a
proud
lot of
thing.
people in the audience that day?
No.
That's probably good, then you would have been even more nervous. But you did a great job, you overcame that and did a great job.
Did you have the red ruby slippers?
Yeah.
Oh, Broadway's my favorite. What are some of your favorite concerts as you think back?
You know, you do different kinds of music and you learn to enjoy each kind
one.
for what it brings to the table. Ruth likes to do show tunes, but she also likes to do every now and then a 400-year-old canon from the old church music tradition. We've also done a lot of folk music, music from a lot of other cultures too.
Yes.
We've sung in Spanish and Hebrew and Japanese.
I think that's part of the vibe of Voices Rising. You're very inclusive.
It's almost like
You're
a
very
world
diverse.
community chorus.
I
Or we
agree.
try our best at least.
No, but I think that's apparent. It truly is at every concert. We have just a few more moments, but what are you looking forward to coming up on the holiday concert, December 15th? A certain song you might be singing, Skylar?
I'm looking for the song that the youth group's singing, Follow the Star.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I look forward to that. What about you, Jim?
I'm looking forward to the whole show. It's just the perfect dose of the holidays, really. And it's only, you got to be there. It's only one. We're going to one
Only
show,
that one
Friday
night?
night, and that's it.
7:30 p.m., yes.
Be there or that's it. It'll probably be quite crowded.
I think it will be a full house.
Mhm.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you, Skylar. May you continue, both of you, continue to sing with Voices Rising. I appreciate you. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back discussing Voices Rising Community Chorus, and I'm pleased to introduce two members of the youth chorus for Voices Rising, Maura Lamisha and Eric Wang. And Maura and Eric, it's wonderful to have you be part of our Ilene Silverman show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you very much. And tell me, Maura, when did you start singing with Voices Rising?
I started to sing around 2017.
Okay, seems right to me, yes.
Mhm.
And now, what grade are you in now?
I'm in 9th grade, a freshman,
Oh, excellent. And what school, you told me?
St. Francis.
St. Francis. And Eric, what about you? You just got started a few months ago, right?
Yeah, I started this year and like I did it. I did the ones they had in the summer and now I'm doing the holiday one. I guess.
Okay, see, moving right along. Now, wait, there's a member of your family that joined also, right? Tell
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, my dad. So we like joined together.
Oh, now, how's that going?
It's
You
going pretty
enjoying
well.
it? Yeah? Your
We
mom
enjoy-
waves goodbye on your rehearsal nights?
Yeah, we enjoy it fine.
Do you practice together at home?
Oh yes, and,
Sometimes.
well not really, but
But you could. It's an idea. And wait, what grade are you in?
I'm in 5th.
Fifth, and what school again, please?
Okay.
Okay. Now, you also share something else. Okay, what instrument do you study?
We
You?
play the
Yeah.
piano.
Yeah, I do
Both
piano.
of you, piano.
Mhm.
And who do you study with?
Miss
Lewis.
Ruth Lewis.
Okay. And see, she knew right off that you had vocal skills and can read music. And I think it's just a wonderful opportunity. Tell me what it's like when you're singing with so many more adults, and do you feel when you go to school, do you tell friends about it and say, I'm going to be performing, invite them to the concert?
I mean, sometimes,
Yeah.
but you know.
But not
usually.
always.
Not always.
I understand. What about you, Eric?
Yeah, I've told my friends it, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna tell them about this.
Okay, good. Well, I
Me
hope you're going to
too.
have them all watch you here on the Ilene Silverman show when it's airing, because that's going to be extra fun. But what about this concert coming up? We were talking with Skylar and Jim about it, and December 15th, that Friday evening. Okay, do you get nervous? Yes. Yes.
Really nervous.
But
I
isn't
do.
there still kind of, you get nervous, but there is a sense of satisfaction of going out there and
Yeah,
and proving you can do this.
yeah. It's kind of like when you've been waiting for something that you're kind of afraid of, and once you finally do it, you just feel relieved that's over.
Yes, but then you hear that applause. Doesn't that make you feel good when
Yeah,
you know you've
sounds
done it?
very nice.
Yes. And Skylar was saying there will be part of the holiday concert is for the youth voices, and so I'm sure you were practicing extra hard for that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And do you sing any other times? Like, do you sing at school in other ways, or?
Yeah, I did join my school choir.
Right.
And sometimes I sing at home, just like in the shower or something.
Okay, do you think you'd want to perform beyond Voices Rising, like in a production, in a performance, or you're not there yet?
I don't know if I have the vocals for that, but I can try. Just
Okay, it could be a good opportunity. What about you, Eric?
Well, so at school we have like musicals and
Right, I know.
so we're like doing a musical like part of The Little Mermaid. So yeah, so I sing there, and I also like sing at home when like I'm bored and.
Right. And you make music. Well, I know all the schools have wonderful drama departments and opportunities for performances. So this actually kind of gives you a leg up and in, because you're already having this wonderful training through artistic director, conductor, your piano teacher, Ruth Lewis, and being around so many talented adults. Your dad, and others that you're with through this chorus. Okay, we're almost out of time, but tell us, what do you like most about the chorus?
Well, I like it because like it's like really fun, and I get to like experience different types of music, like different styles and stuff like that, and learn to enjoy awesome.
Excellent. And you, Maura?
I like to hear the finalized piece where we just all sing together and it sounds really nice. And I like that it kind of exercises my voice so I can project more or reach higher notes. I think that's very nice. I can just sing more songs.
Well said. I appreciate you both. I look forward to seeing you perform.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're talking about Voices Rising Community Chorus, and I'm pleased to introduce Patrick Breschen, new member of Voices Rising, and to welcome back Ruth Lewis, Artistic Director and Conductor. And Ruth and Patrick, I'm glad you've joined us. There's still so much more to say about Voices Rising. And what drew you to joining this wonderful chorus?
Oh, you know what, Eileen? I have always loved to sing. I've been singing since I was a kid. The church that I grew up in, we sang a cappella. And I remember fondly singing in church growing up, and singing with my family as we drove and went on trips around the country, you know.
Just part of your life.
Part of my life. I sang in high school and I sang in college as well. And I was living out of town before I came back here recently. I was living down in the Tampa area. And I knew before I came back in town, I knew that I wanted to sing. And so I came in town, and a friend of mine, oddly enough, very coincidentally and lovingly, is a member of the board. And when she knew that I wanted to sing, she said, "Well, I have a
Have
course
I got
for
the
you."
place for you?
Exactly. And it was kismet at that point. And
Wonderful.
And I love singing with this group. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Before we taped our show in 2018, I went to rehearsal. And I love to sing,
Right.
but no one did ask me to come back. But other than that, Ruth, remind us about the holiday concert coming up.
Our holiday concert is coming up on Friday, December 15th, 7:30 p.m. at First United Methodist Church downtown. It's a lovely venue for hearing
it
music,
is.
and they always decorate so beautifully for the holidays too.
I have heard you perform in that venue, and it was one of the many concerts that you do per year that benefits a nonprofit in our community. Tell us more about that.
Yes, this has been important to us from the beginning to give back to the community in some way. And we usually have at least one of our concerts each year that it's a benefit concert for a local nonprofit. It's important that it be a local one.
Right.
And we've, for the most part, focused on ones that either benefit children or families. The beneficiary for our October concert was Bread of the Mighty Food Bank.
Well
which
chosen.
many families need
Yes.
right now.
And I think that's a wonderful way that you not only contribute, but that are part of the community. And your name, Community Chorus, it kind of really says you're really a family. That was how I felt when I joined you, when I've seen your performances. A family that's singing to other families of this community.
And we'll tell you, and it feels like that when you sing with the group and when you sing even at the rehearsals. You've spoken to some of our younger members in the chorus.
Yes.
And so we have younger members and we have folks like myself in the middle.
Right.
And then we got older folks as well, and it does feel like a family.
And
It's
we
a wonderful
celebrate
dynamic.
like a family too. Like you mentioned earlier, our 10th anniversary.
Yes.
Between our two concerts in October, we
You
had
that
two performances
mega
that day. We had pizza and
Right.
salad and cake and all sorts of 10th anniversary decorations. It was just done up like a
Right,
big,
what a
huge
great
party.
celebration. It is.
So we celebrate as a community that milestone this time.
I think that's wonderful. And as you plan your concert, I know you have one coming up in the spring. I know, Ruth, you look at bringing in all types of music. And I feel you're reflective of many parts of this community.
Yes, and we are always looking for new singers to
Of
come.
course.
We want to welcome anybody who wants to sing. In fact, we have new singer registration for our
Coming
spring
up.
term on Sunday, January 7th
Right.
at
You
Oak
said-
Hall School, is where it will be. You drop in anytime, 6 to 7:30 p.m.
Perfect.
It's very
Patrick
easy
says it's
to
an
join.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah, I will tell you, it is really super easy. Ruth, you make it very easy to be able to come and be a part of this chorus. It's fantastic. No reason to be nervous, just show up.
We
That's
do
a good
not
feeling.
require that you read music. If you do, that's a great plus. But you just have to be able to match pitch and carry tune, and I just listen to your voice and hear what your voice range is.
And figure out how it all goes.
Put you in the appropriate section.
And then you make beautiful music together. And I really appreciate both of you, certainly all our guests, and particularly our younger guests, who have given us such a strong focus of the magic of the singing of Voices Rising Community Chorus. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eileen.
Certainly. And I hope I will see you at the holiday concert on Friday, December 15th. I'm so glad you tuned in, and I hope you will join us next time. Take care.